Dean Davison, liveweatherblocks.com meteorologist here with an update and some information on snow that will be affecting the Roanoke Valley and Triad region. We're going to have a low pressure dive to the south of the Roanoke Valley. This is going to give us some accumulating snowfall as early as Saturday afternoon. Let's take a look at the model. Show it on the. This is the GFS 12 Zulu run. We're going to start 12 hours, 18 hours. So you're coming across the plains. And it moves in 30 hours, starts moving into the areas of far western Virginia. We start getting some snowfall. 36 hours, there's where it's going to be the heaviest in the Roanoke Valley and points to the west. And you can see you still get a continuation of the snow as the low transfers itself to the coastline. And it's after there that we're going to see this thing really starting to pick up intensity. Unfortunately, it'll move out to sea, and you won't get as much strong, heavy snowfall anywhere in the eastern United States. But you do get the leftover snow from the lake effect. And a strong northwest wind we're going to be getting up to 50 miles an hour in the Roanoke Valley behind this low pressure system. And we keep continuation of going. This low will start circulating and actually going back toward Maine and retrograding back inland, and the winds will actually pick up at that point as the low pressure system sits then northwest of Maine, and it just sits around there. Continuation of wind and cold air all the way down into the far south. We're talking about we're gonna get temperatures in the 50s down in Florida. I mean, that's almost unheard of. It's the next system looking around this. It's continue moving in. And we get looks like a clipper system coming to affect us before it starts blowing up early next week off the northeast coast, and that could also give us a little bit of snow in the northeast. It's something we got to watch out for. 200 hours out, still a ways out, but stuff that you could definitely keep an eye on because you get the cold air is still very entrenched in the entire eastern United States. New Hampshire is brutally cold air too, and it's has a very much closely resembled, a very closely resembled amount of snow in the areas that I've told you about, but it also accumulates heavier down towards North Carolina and far southwest Virginia, where we could take a look at 3 to 5 inches. And I'll show you that map. That's by the National Weather Service in Blacksburg, Virginia, and I'm going to follow that map because it's very close to what I originally had thought further a couple days ago. And you can see that low really cranks up on the map going back towards Maine. That could be a situation for Maine too. And you look at the cold air all the way. We're talking about the 540 line all the way. I mean, all the way down to Florida. That's amazing. It really is in that aspect. When you have highs in the 50s in Florida, that's been pretty brutal. Floridians don't like it very cold. When it gets in the 50s, they think it's like winter. So, not against Floridians, but I know how it is. My uncle, my granddad used to live down there, and every time it got below 60, it was like winter down there. So, very cold. And that's the solution for the 12Z, and it's been following pretty closely every day for the last couple of days. So I'm very confident in these models at this point that we're going to have at least an inch of snow in Roanoke City itself. I had a 1 to 3 originally. I'm going to stick with that 1 to 3 because that's what it looks like. When you get further west and further south, that's where you get the increased snowfall potential. And I'll show you that on my Weather Service map momentarily. Here's the National Weather Service forecast snow map here, and I'm very happy with the original forecast I put out because here you go, up to looks like 5 inches total. 5 inches will be out here in the mountains of Virginia, way over here near Tazewell, Bluefield, and then Blacksburg's looking about 2 inches. Roanoke's looking about 1 inch to 2. So I'm thinking it could be a little bit more, depending on how close that low may come to the Roanoke Valley. The further north it comes, the more snow. So if you have that little bit northerly track, we'll get a little bit more snow. That's why I'm very safe with saying 1 to 3 inches for Roanoke, in vicinity, about 1 inch down in Lynchburg, and a little bit heavier down towards Wytheville, Galax, and the mountainous areas of Virginia, and we're looking at about 1 inch possibly in the Triad also. So very close to what I originally had thought. So I'm very happy with my forecast that happened 3 days ago when I originally put out my snowfall totals. I was pretty confident on a not huge snowstorm, but at the same time not anything to play around with. And the fact that the temperature going to drop below freezing, that caused some icy roads. So that's one of the reasons around here. The first snowstorms are always bad in this area for that reason. And with the HPC nothing maps, take a look at current time. High pressure, low pressure down here. Saturday. Precipitation starting to move in. The high pressure moves out. There we go. Here's the low, back in Missouri. Precipitation now moving into parts of far southwest Virginia and Kentucky, part of the mountains of North Carolina. There we go. We set snow up now to the whole ROANOKE Valley. This will be in the 12 Zulu time frame, about the same time tomorrow afternoon that I'm doing this now. So close to Kentucky. Dives further to the south. Still precipitation. So it's the snow. This dives into South Carolina. 8 o'clock. And then off the coastline with a strong wind and some lake effect snow. Continuation of snow in the far mountains of Virginia and West Virginia. And that is the map as of right now. And if you look further along, day 3, you got that really strong low up here in Canada. These are small, but I was pointing this out. And then dropping, you get some more snow possibly in the area. Still very strong winds light up around day 5. The high pressure building in for day 6, and the next low coming in for day 7. We have a winter weather advisory in effect west of Roanoke. This may be extended depending on the amount of snow. Bluefield, Beckley, Whitfield, Mount Airy, Lewisburg, these are all in the areas under snow. Montgomery County, Blacksburg, that's in the winter weather advisory also. A couple inches of snow is possible. It's likely. Story is possible for the afternoon. Most of the clouds tonight, 25 degrees. 39 with snow likely starting about mid-afternoon here in Roanoke. Snow then likely for Saturday night. 26, 37 Sunday, 35 Monday, 33 on Tuesday as a high temperature with overnight lows in the teens. It's going to be cold and very windy over the next couple of days. We may be talking wind damage also here in the Roanoke Valley. Now to the Triad. Increasing clouds, 31, 43, chance of rain snow mix, possibly all snow by the end of the situation, about an inch of snow possible total in the Triad. 43 Sunday, 24 Sunday night, 40 Monday, 38 for a high on Tuesday with a low getting around 20 degrees. So it's going to be very cold over the next couple of days and very windy in the Roanoke Valley and the Triad. Stay with liveweatherblogs.com for all your latest information on this upcoming winter system for the area of the Mid-Atlantic. We're liveweatherblogs.com. This is meteorologist Dean Davison.